today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Justin Fields and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Dak Prescott and the Washington Commanders.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Commanders making their way out. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up, and we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, they just couldn't ignore him.
16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he finds McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And out now come the Eagles. Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another run with Sanders. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The Eagles at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19.
A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Fields now to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2nd down and goal. Fields. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
Yeah, they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Washington, and even 40 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Second down and a run by Robinson. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Prescott.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Eagles force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
Fields out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Fields. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now it's Fields. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Here we go on the next drive for Washington. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
On the toss, here's Robinson.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Option here. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Dak Prescott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Banks. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Fields. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Fields. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Here's Fields.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Throwing again is Fields.
Escaping the...
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Prescott on 1st down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Prescott to throw it.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week. The 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. J-Ron Curse in on the tackle. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. From the 35 on 2nd down. Fields. That's swung out wide to Sanders. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Now, that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 31, Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now a first down throw, Fields. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, Fields. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Justin Fields, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Great job to put themselves in front. And now you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all total. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Prescott's throw into the hands of Lockett. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott from the gun.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Final play of the half, Prescott.
That's another one complete to Mitchell.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. And he will be taken down here, and that's certainly not how you draw it up. A clever idea, I guess, to try to return the missed field goal, but it's going to wind up costing him yardage.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit, but first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. Tim Patrick, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And you can see they lead the visiting Houston Texans at halftime. Austin Eckler, a touchdown run in that first half. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Mike Evans, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
On first down, Fields. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And just a yard to go here on second down.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Right back to Sanders on first down. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up first and 10
at their own 37. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one goes for 24 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And he's going to take this close to the 1st down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 30. And right side, they're going to go option here. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the to throw is Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Commanders went for it, but they could not pick up the first.
And the Eagles defense able to hold. So you look back to the problems they've had with their kicking game, and their kicker here in this one probably influenced the decision there.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. Because he's had those misses, they didn't want to go back to him. That forced the issue, and they had to go for it there and didn't pick it up. That changes the whole complexion on how you call a game.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Fields. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20.
And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score.
So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a two-score swing that you just gave up.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Over the middle, complete. It's Banks.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields got his man complete over the middle. That's Banks. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Fields throwing again.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Another run here with Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Justin Fields.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted-for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here on this drive.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Open man here is Conklin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake, Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
And he finds McLaurin. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Mitchell.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
2nd down and 3. Fields now to throw.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you're talking about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. He juked him. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Able to slither by.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll run with Sanders.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
And they'll indeed take a knee. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Philadelphia, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Washington, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
today. It's Madden NFL football. It's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Oilers taking on the Miami Dolphins.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air today. And the Houston Oilers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game in these types of situations?
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Okay, here we go.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Apparently this defense has come to play. A sack and a run stuff behind the line on the first 2 plays.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Here's McCoy. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. Not a productive opening drive, 3 and out, and more struggles for a team really that hasn't won a game in a long time.
It can be really discouraging for everyone else on the team, especially the guys on the other side of the ball that have to trot out there and see a little more futility in this losing streak. So I know coaches who look at these situations and say to themselves, let's be aggressive. Let's go for it right here and try and turn our fortune around.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Wiley, and only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
On 3rd down, Knight. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Following the fumble recovery, McCoy. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll run here with Akers.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Akers again.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Cam Akers, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiley, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Knight.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On 1st down,
Wiley, he'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. First carry now for A.J. Dillon.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Off play action. Knight. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive, and there's the running back, Cam Akers.
A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You're talking about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Christian Wilkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now McCoy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. McCoy gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive.
Knight. Open man is Osborne. He's got him.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw on 2nd down. Knight. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Tyreek Hill from last week. There are the numbers. 4 catches, 70 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
They'll run on first down. Wiley. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run the counter. Wiley. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 1st and 10, Knight. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 2nd down, Dillon.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Wiley. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wiley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Dillon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
To throw on third down, McCoy. Hard throw, incomplete. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Knight on the right side. Open is Gesicki.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter, because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Off the play fake. Knight.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Knight able to find his man, John Phillips. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by McManus is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Operating from the gun, McCoy. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McCoy. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Throwing on first down. McCoy. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
He'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 39. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Ramondre Stevenson.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Oilers have taken the lead.
And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Blankenship out for the point after.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Knight. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks are starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Dillon up the middle.
And he coughed it up. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Now Dillon on the inside give. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. On 1st down, McCoy. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 41, McCoy.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
Back to throw again. Buying time, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start our tour in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. And it's the Raiders out in front as they approach halftime. Former #1 overall pick Joe Burrow with a touchdown pass. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And their game's gone to the half, all tied at 6 apiece. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you can use your body to create some space.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Knight. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Knight. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Off the play fake. Knight. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
Then he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Going right back to Akers.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCoy.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. McCoy. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a...
Guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 6, McCoy. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Stevenson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Ramondre Stevenson
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Oilers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
And the lead is up to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again, Knight.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Running left is Dillon.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Off the play fake. Knight. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They go draw play. It's Dillon. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Knight.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. McCoy.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. McCoy.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down.
And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Off play action. McCoy. Steps away to, and he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
McCoy's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now on comes the field goal unit. And, wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Desmond King picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. The offense on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. McCoy. And able to find Higbee. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They give up the middle to Akers.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. McCoy caught by Allen. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. McCoy. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Keenan Allen, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Oilers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Knight. Over the middle, complete. It's Osborne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 1st and 10, Knight. And that's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th, but a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Open man, that's Gesicki down the field.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Knight. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop him.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, Valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And did the Dolphins get it? Yes! Miami football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. A throw left side to start the drive is complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. On second down, Dillon.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll run for it with Dillon.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Knight. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Throwing on first down. Knight. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Knight. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again.
Throw caught there by Osborne. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
He dumps this off to Dillon underneath.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
It's Dillon again.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Knight. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Off the play fake. McCoy. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. And they take a knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now